like when you were.
Did you play sports or were you like a skater? Would you wear the Jinko jeans and all that shit?
Yeah.
You did you?
I did.
You're a douche.
You did too.
No, I did.
What did you wear?
I was like into rap, so I wore like Wranglers, but loose Wranglers, like like the dark, so like baggy jeans a little bit.
Loose Wrangler? What kind of gangster were you?
I was like a cowboy gangster. I was like a crossbred between like George Strait and Master P.
That's disgusting, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like lived in Dripping Springs. Well, here's country too, so I imagine you should have been wearing like.
I did the hip hop thing. I wore Echo and Hard Knocks.
Echo's not hip hop.
And what is the other one?
I just remember Jinko.
That's skater.
Yeah, that's not Echo's not hip hop. Echo's skater too.
Echo?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, Fubu.
I was about to say Fubu.
Fubu and Hard Knocks is another one.
I don't remember Hard Knocks.
Yeah, you weren't in the game hard enough, I guess.
I wasn't a skateboard gangster.
Yeah,
That's why
the genres crossed.
Well, that's why they do now because Lil Wayne skates.
Yeah,
but so that makes sense. So you were a skateboarder, so that's why you wore all those. Did you have the big pockets and like the bell bottoms that went over your shoes?
I had that in elementary or intermediate, so I didn't even skate then. They went out whenever I was skating in high school.
Oh.
Yeah. But when I was playing basketball, I wore baggy pants, like no belt. You had to keep a hand on the waist or they're gone. And I didn't think to wear a belt, and I'd have to run. I'd run, and it'd be a hassle to keep my pants up.
Yeah.
You know?
I wore belts, but it was never tight. It was like just tight enough to where I could be baggy, but not fall down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was kind of a crossbreed.
Did you wear the basketball shoes though?
I was shoes. I was big into Air Force Ones, the G Units new shoes. Did you have G Units?
I had the Spreewells.
I don't remember those.
You hit the heel and the little rim spins.
Did
Had like a little air.
Oh, you were such a douche.
Thing.
Did you really?
You had to stay in the game.
I would have fought you in high school probably.
Yeah, good luck. You hit my stomach, I guess.
His little streaming arms.
Yeah.
Pretty much Nike. I never was into the Jordans though.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Did you wear Jordans?
I just had one pair.
I had to buy my own shoes, so
they were kind of trash for playing basketball.
Yeah.
Like the bottoms would come off real quick. Or
did you see what is that one show on Netflix? What is it? The Last Dance?
No, I need to watch it.
Dude,
it's like a long thing, right?
It's like 7 or 8 episodes.
I watched some of it because didn't it have like Scottie Pippen and like his whole story where he wasn't getting paid, and
it has everything. It has people from other teams talking about Jordan.
I think I watched all of it. I hadn't seen the Kobe one.
I haven't seen that one.
That one's supposed to be pretty
Is that
good
Netflix?
Too. I don't think so. I'll be lying whatever I say. I think it's like HBO or something.
I need to watch that. Was it after he passed?
I think it was before, but it shows like his how he breaks everything down, like how he breaks all the moves down in the game of basketball. So it's like it's pretty interesting.
Did you well, hold on real quick to the Jordan shoes. There was an important game, like a championship game, where Jordan wore Jordan 1s.
Uh-huh.
And this was like they were already on like Jordan 15s or whatever, right? And he talks about how much his feet killed him after wearing the Jordan 1s. Yeah. Like they were tore up. Like he said it was like a puddle of blood, basically, like when he took off his shoes.
That's no good. That's the technology back then, though, because I kind of feel like they're similar to not Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
I know there's some differences, but when the Air Force Ones came out and Nelly was like, rapping about it and everybody was buying them, that's all you would see out at the court. They would wear the AN1s because they would wear it from school and then play.
Yeah.
And man, they're not good for basketball.
No, it's just like a flat, like
clunky.
Yeah. They're kind of heavy.
Yeah.
It depends which ones you bought too. Like I like the ankle tops with the straps.
The high tops?
The high tops, yeah. The high tops with the straps.
Yeah, the straps.
Those are fly as fuck, dude.
I used to want some high tops. And I never got why people got the low tops. I thought those looked like trash.
Were you into Converse?
I can't pull them off.
When Lil Wayne started getting into skating and then he started wearing Converse, I was like, oh, I'll fuck around with some Converse.
Yeah.
I bought one pair and it fucking killed my feet because I got a fat foot and it was just compressed into this little thing. And I was like, how do you wear these damn things? I could never wear those.
You're talking about the ones with the thin material and the thick sole, right?
Yeah, like the black and white Converse. Like
just the norm, like I'm talking about thin.
Yeah, it's got like top. The shell toe top, like it's like the white.
Yes. Yeah. So if you skate in those, they'll last one day.
Really?
Yeah, you'll do a kickflip a couple times and that material will go.
I imagine you're like breaking your ankle because it's got no support.
That too. But that you're basically like rubbing your foot on the grip tape, and like after 5 times you break into your sock, and then you break into your sock from your foot, and then your foot just starts bleeding. So they're trash. But I think they make like skateboard versions of Converse now that like last a little longer. Yeah, it's not a good shoe. It's not a good shoe for basketball either because I was like, I'm gonna get some Converse basketball shoes. I think I'm from Academy. And I was like, I'm going to start playing.
Those weren't even like the real Converse if you got from Academy.
I don't know what Academy was or is still. Like, I don't know what they're funding. It's like the Ross of basketball stuff. Like, it's like stuff you don't find anywhere else.
I love Academy, though. Dude. I love it.
Well, that's why I used to buy all my shoes until I started getting really into basketball shoes. And, like, I had to go to Foot Locker and Foot Action. And
Foot Action. Is Foot Action still around?
I realized later, like Champs and all that stuff's like, I don't know how many of them, but they're pretty much owned by the same people.
Are they really?
They just make different stores, like Lady Foot Locker.
They look different.
What's that other one? The running one, that's real big. Finish Line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they sometimes have like some basketball type shoes too. But basketball shoes are like not basketball shoes anymore. Now they're all aesthetics and more about wearing them for fashion. So like, if you take some of those shoes out there and play, it's like you're not going to be happy about
garbage.
It.
Did you? So you only played? You said you played 1 year of football, right?
Yeah.
Going cleat shopping was like a big deal. That was like my favorite time. Like right before football started up, and you always want to get like. My dad was like real into like protecting my ankles, and the ankle or the high top cleats just look ridiculous. So it's like you might as well like put on like camping boots and then go out and play football because they're like 15 pounds each. And I like the short ankle ones that you're quick, they're light. But I always had to get ankle top shoes because I had chump ass ankles, always twisting my ankles when I was running. But those things are heavy, dude. But it was so fun, like school shopping back in the day. I don't know if that's really a thing. Like my daughters don't look forward to like school shopping. It was like not really. They get so much shit throughout the year that it's like not really a thing.
I don't know how yours was, but we would always they would take us to like the outlet mall.
Yeah.
Like, and for me, we would be out of state. I don't know why, but we're always out of state. So like we're like in Tennessee, and we go to like an outlet mall to save money. I think we probably went to the same one, but it was always like we'd get like 5 shirts, 5 pairs of pants, a pair of shoes, a backpack, and then you'd get like school supplies or whatever. That was how it was in my family. So like I would like pick it all out, and then like you remember the day before school, you're like, which stuff are you gonna wear together?
It's a stressful time.
You're like, all right, which
my so I worked with my dad all summer doing AC stuff. So then he would basically pay me to go school shopping at the end of the summer. So that's when I would buy this, cleats, everything for football, and then for school. So it was like we would go different places. We went to outlet malls. We went to a couple of flea markets one time. My mom could stretch $1, boy. Like she could come out of the outlet mall spending $10 and have like 17 bags. So I learned real quick, like, hey, for socks and underwear, let's go get that at Walmart because it's so cheap.
Yeah.
Don't buy that shit at JCPenney's. You're gonna spend a lot more money. So we would make like 3 different stops, and it was the mall. I would get my shirts and my pants and all that, and then we'd go to Walmart and get like the underwear and the bare essentials basically.
I think I did that bare. I think I think a lot of families did that. We did that too. It's so funny how it's changed so much now that like you had to physically drive to all these places and hope that it was there. And now it's like there's Amazon and all the stores are online.
Yeah.
And Walmart, especially, like you can get anything online at Walmart. Not so much in the store, but like and so you don't have to do anything. You just put it in your cart. Sometimes they'll load it up for you. Like it was a grind back in the day trying to find.
It's almost weird going to the store now because like even for my kids, we order a lot of stuff online.
Yeah,
it comes right to the door. You don't have to fucking go anywhere.
And then you get a better warranty too, because like I was gonna buy a mic from Best Buy, and I was like, it was perfectly fine, but I was like, oh, they have a 30-day, and I think sometimes Amazon has more. And then I get it delivered, and then there's no questions asked when you need to return stuff, and it's I don't know, and I don't know how many people were messing with that box or dropped it at Best Buy. It just so like it's sad, but we need to like support local businesses, or Best Buy's not really that, but I just trust that I'm gonna get what I need from Amazon. Yeah. And so sometimes I just go look at what I want to see it. Yeah. And then turn around, or I'm in stores price checking. I just feel like it's silly if you go there. Like one time I went to Lowe's, I think, to buy a drill, and I was gonna get a battery powered drill, and I was gonna go do no battery because I had batteries, and I think it was like almost like maybe $250 there. Right. And then I checked on Amazon, it was $150.
Oh, damn.
So like that was the turning point. And they were the same, like they both didn't have batteries. And I was like, I think I just bought it immediately too, because I was on the fence at first, but since it's $150, I was like, oh, well, let's do it. So
bought two of them.
Yeah. But when there's that big of a price difference, it's crazy.
Do you like check at prices? Like for my first job, like getting out of high school and like in college, prices were a big thing. And I guess I'm not like really talking about like making a salary, like, not talking about how much we make, but I feel like today we're less conscious of really how much things cost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if that happens as you get older, but even like my kids, they're not really like, they don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. And I feel like when I was younger, I thought about that.
I think it's because you're, if you switch to just using cash, if you're taking out, like going to the store, or if you're going out to eat, with all your kids and stuff, and you're spending that $100 to $120, or going to the grocery store and spending that $200. Yep. I think you spend about $2 now, right? Because
well, we started like writing, like making a list. Yeah. Before that, there was like 3 or 4 weeks in a row we would go, and I was spending like $225, $250, and I don't know on what.
And so that's a lot. Yeah. So can you imagine even ones? Okay, whatever. You're never gonna pay in ones, but even throwing out some 20s and counting that out, you're gonna think twice next time you go. Yeah. But swiping that card, I think that's why we're taking away that mindset of like, I don't even know how to say it. Just like you're not. It doesn't feel like you're spending the money. Yeah, because you're swiping.
That goes back to that like one action thing on Amazon. It's just like there's not a bunch of bullshit where you got to go to like another website. It's like, all right, you got to put in your information, and then you got to hit checkout, and then you go check out, and are you sure you want like this? Review it. Amazon's just like one swipe. Whoop. That's it.
That's scary. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna make it easier too. I don't even know how you make it easier.
Yeah, they're gonna make it easier for sure.
You just gotta high five the phone, and it's gonna be here.
I think you're right though. I didn't think about it like that from a cash perspective. Yeah, that probably has a lot to do with it. But it's who really pays with cash or check these days. I paid with a check not too long ago. I had a check, just a random. Well, we had some work done at the house, and
paying a check.
Well, I didn't have I didn't have cash. I don't have cash.
Yeah.
So we just paid.
Well, didn't you have to go get a check? Just like you would go get cash, or you had checks?
I have a bunch of checks.
Why the fuck do you have to get checks?
Well, I mean, I've ordered checks when I first went to my new credit union it's not new to me now, but when I first signed up with my credit union, you get a book of checks, because back then you're still doing checks. No more checks. That's when I paid for like my credit card with a check. I would mail in the check.
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah.
I don't think I did cashier's checks for like rent. And then cash for other things and then credit, but I don't remember I remember we had a co-op course in high school.
Yeah.
Because I went to school, I went to work too.
Oh, did you?
And they would teach you life things that you would want to learn in school. So they teach you how to like write a check or balance your checkbook or all this stuff that's kind of becoming obsolete.
Did you graduate early?
No.
I thought
it's a co-op program, and I think I might be lying. I think it has something to do with having your hardship, like license for like driving. Okay. You have to have a job to get your license early, because I think I was driving a little earlier than I should have, maybe at 15 or something. So in order to have that, you have to have like a reason. So I think I was working. I don't remember.
I don't remember ever hearing hardship.
Yeah,
why is it called hardship?
I don't know. Man, I don't
even know. Because you have to work? Is that like
something? I think it's like if you are like a single parent and you need your kid to work to support the family. I think you're eligible for that. But I don't think we're in that situation. I think that we found that as a loophole for me to get my license early. Because whoa,
what car did you have?
Man, I had some beaters, man. My mom let me drive a lot, and my mom likes cool cars. She always has some cool car. So, man, she had a Stratus.
Saturn, a Saturn?
It's not a Saturn, but it was. I don't even remember the brand, but it was a Stratus. And it was like a sleek black.
Dodge.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think it's
Dodge Stratus.
Yeah,
I think that's right. And it was sleek and black, and then she put purple neons on the bottom, and it was kind of low.
Yeah.
And it was an RT, so it was quick, and it had the sunroof and all this stuff. I don't know why. Like, as soon as I got off school, she would let me drive it.
Yeah. And
then so me and my buddy would drive around town with like Mike Jones and like racing people and just like
fucking causing havoc,
going crazy. But that thing was a little fast, so that was fun. But my cars, I've always had like beat up Honda Civics,
kind of like you have now.
It's exactly. So I have another Honda, but I used to have a Honda Civic hatchback. My very first car was a Bronco, one of those old Broncos, but it had like 35-inch tires.
That's a badass first vehicle.
It was a Bronco 2, so it was like the smaller one.
Yeah.
And it was like two-tone white and red, but it already came with big tires on it.
Yeah.
But I think someone took us for a ride because the transmission went out, like the brakes need to be changed, but I didn't know. And I was on the road, and I remember having to stop, and I pushed down on the brakes, and it wouldn't stop. And I was like going into a car, and I was like pushing them, trying to pump them, because I felt like the pressure was pumping up, and I was like, and I got to a point where I had both feet on the brakes, and I was pushing back, and I closed my eyes, and dude, like within inches,
really,
I didn't
stop though.
Yeah,
holy.
So then I was like, I went and told my mom, I was like, man,
we need to get another car.
We need to fix this or something. But it was real high. It was a cool car, but I didn't have it very long because we had to replace the transmission, and then I think the brakes were so bad it was tearing up the
rotors.
The rotors, and I think they called for those to be replaced, and we're like, all right,
of course,
let's get rid of that. What is that noise?
That was my throat.
Golly,
I haven't eaten all day, dude.
A little hungry, huh?
I'm starving.
Jeez.
My first car was a Mitsubishi Mirage. You ever seen those? It was just a silver.
I think I have seen. I know how it's written. It's like written, like kind of.
Hey, great gas mileage.
Yeah.
But it was just it's a badass car. It was a little silver car. It had an AC leak in it, so I didn't have AC for a long time. And then I let my friend change you remember back in the day, you changed the radio decks and put like a CD deck in there? Mm-hmm. Did y'all do that?
Yeah.
My friend did it, but he messed up my dash lights or all the lights in the interior. So I didn't have any lights on the inside. Like when I was driving at night, none of my lights worked.
Damn.
And he couldn't fix it back. Like he couldn't undo what he did.
Yeah.
But I had a CD player.
That worked though.
Yeah.
I guess he blew all the fuses or what?
I don't know. I don't know what he did.
So much power was going to this thing.
I guess. I had a little speaker and shit, but that was my first car. And then I don't think I had. And then, yeah, so I graduated high school and then I started working. And then I got a Chevy Silverado. Oh, no, a Chevy. God damn, what is the smaller ones? Colorado.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was my first like new vehicle that I got by myself.
Everybody loved those Colorados.
Dude, I hit 30,000 miles and the check engine light came on.
What was it?
I don't know. I got a new car.
Needed gas?
I went and got I got a Ford F-150. Oh. And it's been Fords ever since.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had another Chevy, actually.
Every 50,000 miles, another Ford. Huh?
Yeah, not new, though. Never new, ever again.
That Bronco was the only thing I owned ever that was, like, American. And it, like, did me wrong, so I've been real hesitant.
God damn, that's in high school, though. Like, let it go.
I've had Hondas ever since.
Hondas are great.
I think I've had 3 Honda Civics. And then I had a Honda Element. Now I have a Honda Fit. And
is that why Courtney got a Honda?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Kelly has the same Honda.
Just you get used to it, like not braking. So like you have.
We've had like minor like electrical issues on hers, but it's always been like dumb shit. Like I think she put up a sticker or something in the rear view mirror, and there's a sensor that's looking at something. I don't remember what the issue was, but we ended up taking it in, and they're like, "Yeah, you put a sticker here. That's why."
Yeah, idiot.
Yeah, dumbass.
Is hers a 2015?
2017, I think.
Okay. Courtney just took hers in, and it's like there's a big recall on the 15s because of the transmission. Oh, remember, I was telling you at like 2,000 RPMs, it just like
hers does almost the same thing though.
Well.
So it's normal. That's what the Honda said.
Well,
it's normal.
You might want to take it back because they're like they're saying that they checked hers for like metal flakes within the transmission. They said it hadn't been deteriorating, so they have a program change, like an upgrade. So I guess maybe it's not. I'm not a car guy, but there's like enough oxygen or fuel or whatever that mixture is. So they fixed that and gave it back to her. So I guess it's not happening anymore, but. What they're having to do is replace the transmissions if they've driven too long with it like that, because then it'll start. But I don't think it's switching gears on time. It's like RPM is going up too high and it's not switching. So
it seems like I can like make it happen now. Like if we turn into our subdivision and I don't have the gas on, like I'm not pressing on the gas, just turn it in like coasting, you know. If I let it go down, you know, the RPM is really low, and then I kind of like tap on the gas. I make it like it jumps. Obviously, it's supposed to jump, right? But it gives a double jump where it's like trying to catch up to it or something.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you were doing?
Yeah, it's from 2 to 3. A whole probably 1 to 3.
Yeah.
It's not right. Obviously, it's just like and 3 it levels out.
We took it into the one in Lake Jackson, which I think the Honda place in Lake Jackson closed, right?
Did it?
I think so. I thought I saw a post
Honda
about
Lake Jackson?
I thought so.
This thing's fucking me up.
What is? Too much caffeine?
Did it hit me?
It hit you bad?
Don't drink it.
No, I'm not. I gotta go get blood work.
I think that's it then. So we've been talking about anxiety and caffeine.
Yeah, I've been having some bad anxiety.
Dude, I think everybody knows that causes anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm pretty so we've been talking about eliminating things, anecdotal research amongst ourselves. So I guess this leads into it, huh?
Yeah. You're about to make a big announcement, aren't you?
Not a big announcement.
You haven't ever said it before.
I have. We say we fuck around.
Yeah, but you don't say it.
Oh my gosh. So anyways.
So let's say it. What are you in regards to diets? What do you claim to be? What do you claim to be?
So this fucker's got me into...
Don't blame me.
It is your fault.
Oh, it's my fault.
Yeah, you make me do things.
Why is it my fault?
This thing's messing me up, man.
Is it bad? You need to take a break?
I wonder if it's more of that. So you got me into eating cheese again. So we said we're eating cheese pizza.
That was you.
Which cheese is like that's the hardest thing I ever overcame.
That was you got me into eating cheese pizza.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Look at you. You eat cheese pizza.
No, you could tell.
You could tell. Right around here.
You could tell that's cheese pizza.
Yeah, I smell mozzarella off your breath.
That's a body of cheese pizza.
When you sweat, I smell just like hot pizza.
When you sweat, I crave ranch.
I don't know if that was me. So that led into you wanting me to freaking eat steak.
Well, you ate steaks before.
I'm hearing you're like, before.
Yeah.
So growing up, I mean, that's just what I did. I mean, we ate steak and pizza and freaking, what is it? What is that nasty stuff? Meatloaf?
Meatloaf is good.
I hate meatloaf.
Why?
I don't know.
You haven't had Kelly's meatloaf.
I won't.
Dude,
it's a texture thing. It's fucking nasty to me.
You've had bad meatloaf.
And you love putting ketchup on stuff, so that's probably like that's your bread and butter.
That's right there. Yeah.
So anyways, over the last probably year, over the last year on and off.
Pretty much. Since the podcast, I remember.
But I'm like somewhat picky and I feel like I need to get off it. But like we'll eat pizza. Cheese pizza all the time.
I think pizza fucks me up more. The cheese and then the amount of calories we eat.
Yeah.
When I say fuck me up, I mean I feel just not only sluggish, but I feel like I'm more susceptible to getting like an anxiety attack.
Yeah. That's interesting. I don't know what that is, but I'm trying to eliminate things. So like cheese pizza, we do a lot, and that's always been like an addiction, and that's always what caused me to not go from like vegetarian to vegan. So the cheese always, and I'm very particular about how I would veer away from vegan. So cheese pizza or just steak. So I never, even in that time, it's never chicken or pork or never seafood. It's either cheese pizza or steak. So that's our exceptions we've been doing here and there. So since then, I've been thinking it's either meat or caffeine.
And I don't think it's meat.
But that's the little research I'm doing. So since before today, I think 2 weeks, I haven't drank. So we drink coffee like every day, probably twice a day.
Yeah.
So I stopped drinking coffee for about 2 weeks and no caffeine at all. And so I had this, what is this stuff called?
The rock
stuff, ZOA?
Zoe. I think it's Zoe, maybe.
Something. So I had this in the fridge from like a trip we went on, and I drank it thinking, I was like, it's under 60 milligrams of natural caffeine. I thought that's low. I don't really know what.
Well, you had coffee earlier, or was that tea?
I had tea.
Oh, it has caffeine in it, though.
Yeah.
Sugar, caffeine.
But this thing is hitting. So like I'm drinking this thing. I'm like halfway through, and I'm starting to feel the anxiety.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's like what we feel as energy. You know, when we feel energetic, we're like, hell yeah. And I don't know if it's just, if you don't use it, then it turns into anxiety. Like if I use this energy to go run, I wonder if that's different. That's energy for running now. And if you don't use it, like if I were to drink this and go drive an hour, that would just turn into, because you're not able to exert that energy, and then it has to go somewhere, and then just like it's just sitting
bottles
there
up in your body.
It's just sitting there and then causing you to feel what anxiety feels like. So I was telling John like 2 weeks ago, or two weeks since I've been doing this, I haven't had any episodes. And so now I'm getting that like my heart rate's going up, and I'm feeling a little like out of body, and like I would, if I were alone or if we weren't busy right now doing something, I would like really start thinking about it and maybe going down a dark hole. But it's good. So I haven't eaten steak too that whole time.
That's gonna change tonight.
No, not tonight. My thing is stopping that and going back, but the cheese thing is gonna be a hard road.
I don't think you're gonna get any episodes or any kind of anxiety. Like maybe like your bowel movements are going to change, but I don't think like mentally meat is going to impact you to to cause like a panic attack or anxiety. Maybe if you think about it a lot, because you can like culminate an anxiety. I do it all the time. You can make yourself have an anxiety attack, but
you're saying that. But have you figured it out?
No. I think I have I have a severe case of I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to thoughts in my mind.
Yeah.
But I do know, like I was talking to Kelly about, was I this way? Because it's been bad the last like 2 weeks. Yeah. Since I recovered from COVID, it's been pretty bad. And I was talking to Kelly, and because I haven't been running or exercising, and I've been eating like shit, like really bad. I think we talked about it on the last podcast, how bad I've been eating. But when we were running, I don't remember. I even like threw out my anxiety pills. I threw them in the trash.
I didn't even know you had. Oh yeah, from when it first kind of started, huh?
Yeah, like 6 months, or yeah, I think it was even before that, like 4, maybe 3 months in to like really running. I was feeling mentally a lot better, and then I cleaned up my diet too. I think for me, that's what that is I need to be moving every day, challenging myself somehow, and eating good, because burgers and dairy bar and chocolate cherry Dr. Peppers, man, I think that's what triggers me.
Huh?
Yeah.
Ketchup was, yeah.
And ketchup, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been drinking decaf too to kind of. I was a little more active this week.
Yeah.
If you can't tell, can you tell?
Jeez, shirt's struggling.
Yeah, don't want to flex. But I rode the bike. I rode the bike, and I did some walking this week. And I feel a little bit better, and also ate better. Yeah. But I don't think meat's what is triggering you. Maybe caffeine.
We talked about when I first strayed away. We had a weekend where we did it. We ate meat both days, like Friday and Saturday, and then coming home. I think we were in Fredericksburg. Coming home, I just and I haven't had a panic attack since. I think this all triggered it. This is why I think it could be a possibility. So, ooh.
Did you have caffeine though that week?
Ooh, I'm thinking, yes. So we were coming back from Fredericksburg, and I've had coffee too. So this is where it doesn't make sense. So we're coming back from Fredericksburg, and the last episode I had was probably when I was like 22, and I'm 32. So a long ass time ago. This is like I was breathing in a bag, like kind of panic attack, or anxiety, or whichever. I think it was a panic attack. I don't know what the difference is, but I felt like the world was ending. I can't breathe and stuff. So, but coming home from Fredericksburg, I started thinking just horrible thoughts, and had that my heart rate was up, and I didn't have like any. It's like you're trapped, like there's no escape, and there's like you feel like you're gonna stop breathing at some point, or you're sick, or you're like just start feeding yourself.
It's not your chest, your heart.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. Does this resonate with you? This when I talk about mine?
Not.
Is it what you feel?
Mine is my heart. Like I feel my chest. And it's probably not my heart, but I feel my chest like just caving in, and then I start feeling weird pains in my chest.
Yeah, but is that what you're worried about? Like, do you, in the background, are you worried you're going to have like a heart attack or something?
I don't know. So both of my grandpas had like heart issues.
Mm-hmm.
And one is my step grandpa, so he's not even like blood. But I think I've seen that, and I don't know if that like implanted something in my brain when I was real young. But I don't ever worry about, like, I'm not worried about, like, I don't even want to say it, but because then I'll start thinking about it. But like cancer, I don't worry about that. I worry about my heart. Like there was a phase in my life where I was looking up what is good for my heart, and I would only eat that.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't eat anything else. And that's when I developed anxiety. So for me, it's my chest and my heart.
I'm glad you said that, because So you're worried about that because you think that that's hereditary or something. So when you worry about something and you feel out of place, you go to what you think is going to fill first. Yeah. And what I think is, since I was little, I've had double pneumonia twice. My lungs filled up with mucus, and I've had to be in the hospital as they vibrate my back and try to break up mucus and get me to cough up, get me on IVs and things. So I've had a lot of problems with my lungs. So like I go to not being able to breathe because the times that I've known I've had pneumonia is when I was little. I'd wake up and I almost would die in my sleep because my lungs are so full. Yeah. It would take me to the hospital like, oh my gosh, your both lungs are filled up 80%. And like if you didn't, the whole speech, if you didn't get here any sooner, you would have died. Right. So waking up like, at the lung capacity I had trying to breathe. So like that's put in my brain a long time ago. So when I get freaked out, I feel like that same thing's happening. So my little protocol for like when I feel sick, I vitamin C up and start trying to spit something I might not even have in my lungs up. Yeah. So I don't know, and maybe the next person it's something else. Like maybe it's I don't know, because your anxiety goes to your muscle twitches too when it's on your brain. So maybe it goes to what you're worried about. And then you just fixate on it.
Yeah, I definitely fixate on stuff, like, a lot. Yeah. So, I don't know. I definitely need to get back into running. But I legitimately couldn't run with my foot crap that was going on. And I don't know if it's any better or not. I haven't ran in, like 4 weeks now. So, I don't think it's probably better.
Oh, you haven't, like, just ran normal or whatever? Because you've been out of running, like...
a long time. Like 4 or 5 weeks.
Like running, like when you were running.
Oh yeah, it's been longer.
That's months, right?
Yeah.
It's been a long time. I think that's the best thing you can do, though. Is kind of, I don't know, playing around with diet. I think what you put in affects you, and there's hereditary stuff, and of course there's all that background stuff. But I've always, since going vegan and experiencing how much my body changed from the amount of stuff I didn't really put in, the stuff that it was kind of elimination stuff. I took out dairy and meat and all that stuff, and I felt a lot better for a long time. Yeah. And then I got into the processed vegan stuff where it's way worse. Like it's horrible for you. And then I started feeling better than I did when I was just eating like crap, but I still gain it. Like I would gain weight when I started eating like that. So I'm very clean, but I think that's the best, man. You can notice some real differences if you put the time in and the dedication. It's very hard to not stray when everything's so available these days.
The diet, I'm a believer of the diet. Impacts like everything, your mood, how your mind clarity, how motivated you feel to do stuff. When I first got into keto, I was doing keto pretty hard and strict. And 4 weeks into it, I felt like a new person. Just completely, like, I wasn't tired all the time. I was always tired and like waking up. Never felt like I got enough sleep. My sleep pattern was a lot better. I wasn't getting up in the middle of the night and eating as much as I did, because I get up in the middle of the night. Like when I stray off and off the deep end, I'll get up at midnight and have a sweet craving.
I'm breaking into KFC.
I'm going in the dairy bar,
firing up the fryers.
Just eat whatever.
I'm sleeping.
I'm sleepwalking. I can't control this.
You can't arrest me.
Yeah, that's not my fault. But yeah, I think diet has a big for me, and I think for everybody. But it's hard to admit because it's so easy just to go to Sonic or Whataburger and get a burger and go home and not have to, cook and prep meals and deal with kids and all that bullshit.
It's so easy. Sometimes I just come and eat a bag like a pretzels. I just want something, just trash, really, just some sort of wheat, kind of crunchy food that's not real. And then I wonder why I get all drowsy and things like that.
I've been trying to stay off social media too. Social media is bad news.
That's tough at this time, man.
Yeah.
I haven't really been into politics. I always stay out of it, but it's starting to affect everybody. So really starting to affect people more. I'm sure it's always been going on, but I feel it firsthand. So it's strange to get into it and see how weird it is on social media since TV isn't the main platform anymore. It's there's some fuckery going on, and you could tell, and it's like it's I'm not going to go too detailed, but it's just you can tell like there's some strange things going on there, a lot of misinformation, or and it's weird. It's a lot of the stories are just the misinformation is fed in there to where you're just so confused as to what's real or what's not. And even you always say, don't read the headlines or don't get your information from like TikTok or even Facebook. But then you go to the accredited papers, and then like there's some corporation funding it, and then you question, why did they fund it? Why did they do this? What's the point? And then they're losing the credit as well. So it's like, okay, well, I cited this, this paper, this .org or paper or whatever, but then it's funded. So it's,
like people that pay, corporations that pay for studies to happen. Like this was successful, right? That's what you found in the story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I paid for. So you should find that in there.
Yeah.
That's like what Joe Rogan talks about, like the whole sugar industry. That the sugar industry was paying, that it was carbs that was the heart disease, and
that's so far fetched that I still find it hard to believe.
Yeah.
But then it's like it was published, but then it's like what? Like so even then, like I can't wholeheartedly say that's true, but it's like it's came out as the truth, and kind of people have fessed up to it.
Yep.
But that's the thing, and then our numbers come from those studies. So like when we look at these charts and things, and these things are going up or these things are going down, or this is the leading contributor of this, it's like, okay, but how'd the study pan out? It's like there's some influence in there. So
you can like working where we work, we have to make charts and graphs and like data and stuff, and you can turn anything into any kind of story you want. Use it not by like lying with the data, but just manipulating the data a little bit. Like using the same data sets that you got, you can manipulate it to where look at however you want to look at it. Like it doesn't
pull more of this, pull less of this. How much of the total body of data are you really needing to pull?
Yeah,
it's scary. So like when you say like things like I trust in science. I do, as long as the numbers like are non-biased. Like if the studies were done correct, then hell yeah, I do.
That's what's scary, is that nobody's non-biased now.
Yeah, there's some.
Well, it's hard to find them anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. So,
you know what pisses me off?
You know what grinds my gears? Let me tell you this.
Let me tell you about something. When Kelly brings in, just change the subject.
Oh, you didn't have anything?
No, nothing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That causes anxiety too, like you were saying, keeping off social media, and just hearing people believe the TikToks and stuff. There's some truth behind whether we like it or not. There's some TikTok stuff that like comes out and it's like legitimate, but it's hard to say that in the same breath. Like
it's fucking TikTok.
There's facts coming through on TikTok.
Yeah.
But not all that stuff's trash, but a lot of it is. But some people I know will send me TikTok videos. Like so people that I like would never think that would be their main source of information, or send me stuff like that.
Who?
Well, it's you. You're like, shit.
Damn it.
But I don't know. It's some hard times. It's hard to think when you have no control. Like you have very little control. So it's almost like the ignorance is bliss approach is the best. Just like what you said with cancer. I mean, you can do your best with diet and exercise. But other than that, there's not much control you have.
You know what fucks me up a lot is I always forget that guy's name too. What's his name? Is that elite runner? He's got those crazy legs. What's that guy's name?
Reeves.
Tommy Reeves.
Yeah. I still don't. I look at his posts and I'm like,
is he better?
I don't know. Like reading them, I don't know. I look it up on Google. I want to know if he's doing better or
what did he have?
It's like a blood disease, like a blood cell disease, like something very rare. But so that in my eyes is like hereditary. But I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's
like juicing a little bit. I would like to believe that a guy that looks like that is like doing something to enhance the way he looks and the way he performs. Cut. Yeah, but he's vegan too, wasn't he?
I don't know. He was too cut.
His legs were amazing. He had amazing legs. I'd be looking at his legs. He always took those action shots of him running like through the woods. Mm-hmm. His legs just humongous. Who's taking
those pictures?
His wifey probably.
I like how we don't question that. Like whenever people are just out and about, and it's like a really good picture. It's like think about the setting, like not just for him, just for everybody. Like just social media, you like look at a picture, like oh that's good, that's a nice, but like that stage, like it's so weird to think how we do things. Or like when someone was like, look what I just got in the mail today, but it's like it's a person setting their phone up, pressing record, and probably doing a few takes.
Oh yeah.
Guess what? Fucking dog just got in the way. Hold on. Guess what? What, honey? Okay, I'll pick it up. All right. Guess what? I just and then you see that video, you think it's just so natural, but it's like all this stuff is like
I like
planned out.
I like the people that show behind the scenes. So like that still blows my mind that there's people that they go record stuff and then they take people to record them recording stuff.
Yeah.
But I like the behind the scenes stuff. Like it shows some people are not afraid to show like how many times it takes them to get something done, or film a little clip or something.
I like that. A little BTS.
Yeah. What is BTS?
Behind the scenes.
Oh.
You give it the times, man.
I'm not this video guy.
It saves a little time.
No.
Yeah. Good thing you said it though, because no one would know what that
meant. I didn't know what
it sounds like a sexual thing.
BTS.
What's the tying up one? It's close to that.
The what?
Where you tie people up, like the bondage. S&M.
I don't know. I was going to sing that Rihanna song.
No, that's a different song. Is it?
I think it's the same thing.
SOS means someone help me. No.
How does that mean someone help me?
Because sending out an SOS because you're.
What is it? What does SOS mean though? What does the acronym stand for?
Fuck. I used to know it.
You want to do a little Google?
You can Google. I'm not in a position. SOS. Send out safety.
Send one safety.
This fucking caffeine's hidden. Well, I know that's a contributor. Come on.
Oh, it's like save our ship.
Oh, okay. So that's
dumb.
The S&M. Look up the other. It's a different song. It's not even that song. What is S&M? Just look at what S&M is. I'm pretty sure that's the thing. I don't even know why we're looking it up. It's a different thing. We're looking up behind the scenes.
SMN?
S&M.
I think that's that Rihanna song.
No, she mentions it, but it's not the song.
Well, when I type it up, SMN Rihanna comes up. So
okay, I put meaning. S&M meaning.
Well, I'm just letting you know.
Sex and
sadism, and I can't even say that word.
What?
It's the practice of using pain as a sexual stimulant.
Okay, try your best to say it. I'll try to say it too if you're
masochism.
Let's see it.
I can't say it.
Oh shit! I think you did a good job. Sadism and masochism. Chism. I feel like that's not right.
That's not right.
I never thought those were the words, but yeah, it's some fucked up shit, man.
How do we get onto that shit?
I don't know.
Well, you want to call it or what?
I think we should end on S&M for sure.
Yeah, S&M. Start playing the song.
Yeah, what is the song? Pull the song up. We'll end on the song.
Can we play that song? I don't think we can play it.
Oh, no, you can't.
We can't play it.
Okay. We just...
We'll fucking lose too many views.
Damn it. We'll get pulled, man, with our
that was good. That was a genuine laugh. Oh, shit.
You don't get a lot of those, huh?
No.
I'm used to yours.
What?
Your genuine laughs?
No, you don't get my laughs.
Produce them and then you...
Yeah, you don't get my laughs.
That's some give and take.
Nah.
A lot of take from you.
Nah.
But
you don't get my laughs. Yeah, it's good to be back, though, buddy. The room looks good. We had to do a little cleanup today, but...
Yeah. We'll get some... we have some guests scheduled.
They're coming.
Well, so last time was Bubbles, and now this time it's the damn hurricane, so...
Yeah, we didn't talk about the fucking hurricane. You live up, like, near...
More north.
More north, so you didn't get a... Yeah, well, you lost your power a little bit.
For a little bit. I was lucky. You
got to get a Jenny, man. Jenny saved our life. Yeah. If we would have had internet, it would have pretty much felt like normal.
What stops you from having internet?
I mean, the provider. I don't know.
Why are they down? Stupid question, but why would they be down? You don't have fiber?
No, not in the boonies where we live.
But isn't it all wireless?
Yeah, but if it's something wrong with the actual network that it's plugged into,
I guess
you got a server and you got a network.
We'll pull up a how this works kind of thing.
Yeah. But it would come on and off throughout the day. It would like tease us a little bit.
Don't you have a hotspot with your cell provider?
Kelly does, but I had one with my company phone.
Yeah,
they turned that shit off real quick. I might have used it too much.
Yeah, Verizon you get unlimited. I can't get on my work computer with it. It won't. I think there's some security issue where
you should be able to. I got on Kelly's.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I don't know what I must be doing something wrong.
You're probably not technology.
But I could get on my computer and stuff with. But I have cell service.
I don't think you can.
You can't even. You remember you couldn't print that paper out because you couldn't hook up to the printer.
That was. We couldn't find. You spent a lot of time trying to find that damn printer.
You're like an IT specialist somehow. But then it took you 3 hours to connect to a printer, and you never connected.
We couldn't find it.
The printer?
Remember, you looked for it too, and we couldn't find it.
I never went over there.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
But
that's fucking bullshit, man. that's bullshit.
But you sent it to me, and I just printed it right out.
Yeah, well, that's your office, your cubicle. I don't sit there.
Just find the printer and then add it.
You would think it'd be that easy, but. No. But you need, I promise you need to get a generator.
Yeah.
You have to.
So you use propane?
I use propane.
And then you have the mixture where you could either use gas or propane.
Yeah, but I only use propane.
Yeah. And how much money did you spend?
I was like, in the beginning I only had 2 propane bottles. So I went and bought like 3. And then I bought like a 30-gallon. But your mom, so I figured out real quick, when you go exchange the propane, like at, Kroger's or whatever, that shit is not filled up all the way. Like it's barely filled up. When you go and you actually get it filled up, like I went and got it at Tractor Supply, your mom hooked it up pretty fat. But they actually fill that shit up. And I got like an hour and a half extra run time. Running the same shit off of the same bottle.
Was it cheaper?
About the same, I guess.
I feel like that's the way to go. But what about pound for pound? What's cheaper, gas or propane? Like if you were to just use gas that whole set of days, or if you use propane, like did you save money by using propane? I know you want to use propane because it's more likely the gas is going to be gone in that situation.
Well, not necessarily. I want to use propane because it's less maintenance in the end. I don't have to clean the fuel line. I don't have to replace fuel filter. I don't have to empty the gas tank and worry about putting fuel stabilizer in there. It's less stuff to go wrong. It's just like you plug into the thing and you plug in, and all I got to do is change the oil. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's the reason. I did buy fuel though, just in case to have on backup. And I thought about using it, but it's just so much easier doing propane.
I wonder if which is more efficient? Like, would you get more out of gas?
Yeah.
You get more out of gas, but would gas also be less expensive? I mean, you're saying how many is it gallons in propane?
Yeah, so I was like getting, I think there are 15 gallons. Or 15 pounds or whatever.
15 pounds. Oh,
but that lasted like when we were so we ran AC, we ran lights and TV, blah blah blah. One of those regular bottles that you would get lasted 3, depending on what we were running, like 3 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
And I ran the generator 45 hours total. It tracks how long I'm running. So I ran like 44 hours or something like that total. But yeah, if you were to run gas, you get more donkeys out of it.
Donkeys, huh?
Yeah.
A little more ass out of it.
Yeah, more wattage. I think I'm losing. I think by running the generator, I'm like losing like 1,000 or a couple thousand watts off propane versus just running gas.
That's crazy. The only thing you got me excited about is the conversion kit for your gas line on your house. So that shit seems like
that's the way legit. To go. Yeah, that's the way
I would like to see how crazy your bill would get using it, because we hardly use it. I mean, just for like our oven, and I kind of think that's it. So we don't see a big hit. But
what about your water heater?
It's electric. It's electric.
That's the way to go.
I don't know. I don't even know why they ran it, really, because it only goes to that.
Well, no one likes cooking on electric stoves.
Yeah, that's true. That's what everybody says, at least, right?
All right, you gonna get the hell out of Dodge?
Yeah.
Till next time.
In on a pass.
Do a little catch.
You think you can catch?
Let's see.
A little spiral. That was a bad spiral.
Do it to you.
Oh, I know that one, huh?
All right, throw it back now.
All right.
Talk to you later. Love you, buddy.
Bye.